Whoa, you startled me. Welcome to Wheel Talk, I'm Recappa Sedai. Today we are continuing our Eye of the World recaps. Do I have two in here? I have two in here. It's been decades since our last recap. Oh, here's Tivana with my tea. Thank you, Tivana. Stay here a second. I want to tell them our funny story. I was teaching a novice class on cosmetic weaves, and Tivana's weave spun out of control. It hit me in the face, and now I have facial hair because of her. Thank you, Tivana. You can go. She's running. I love it when they run. I actually like the new look, but she doesn't have to know that.
Who loves long books and tiny warders? Who's so over the Amerlin's orders? Who loves making every novice cry? Recappa Sedai.
Oh, hello! I like to use my old paperbacks in videos, but if I keep it up, they're gonna fall apart. Mine always do. This one has tape. My first Eye of the World paperback, not this one, split in two after a few reads. Just split down the middle while I was reading. Maybe I'm rough on my Wheel of Time paperbacks. I've killed enough of them for that to be true, but I think the original out-of-print cover paperbacks are fragile. This copy has the soon-to-be an original series on Prime Video Circle. I'm gonna swing it and bang it around as much as I feel like. You stay here where you'll be safe. Today we recap Chapter 31, Play for Your Supper. Rand and Matt are walking eastward on the Camelin Road. It's been a little while since they left Whitebridge. 5 chapters, I forget how many days that is. But they've been traveling toward Camelin and they've been miserable. They mostly sleep under bushes, haystacks when they're lucky. They barely have money for food, let alone beds. At one point, Rand suggests they sell the ruby-hilted dagger. Matt's like, stay away from my ruby-hilted dagger. Why don't you sell your heron-marked sword? You leave my heron-marked sword out of this. They get over it and move on. Some farmers let them work for food. Some farmers chase them away or set dogs on them. At one farm, Rand and Matt are mucking stalls, and Matt says, oh, I spilled. I get excited about the wheel time. All right, give me a sec. No. All right. Wheel weaves as the wheel wills, right? It could have been a real disaster if it had been hot, but it wasn't. Right, Tivana? Let's move on. Let's do the Rand and Matt thing and just get over it and move on. At this one farm, Rand and Matt are mucking stalls, and Matt says, I don't trust this farmer. He's sketchy. And Rand's like, actually, we're sketchy. He's a nice old man. Matt doesn't care. He gives the farmer dirty looks and freaks him out. And when Rand and Matt go back to the house, the farmer's like, oh my god, I totally forgot. My strong sons who can beat you up are visiting tonight. His wife is like, here's a small parcel of food in exchange for you leaving us right f***ing now. They leave. This kind of thing keeps happening to Rand and Matt. The further they travel, the more Matt suspects people. And people start offering less food, fewer barns to sleep in. And then they arrive at Grinwell Farm. The Grinwells are a nice couple with 9 kids. Master Grinwell doesn't need Rand and Matt's help on the farm, but he looks them up and down, taking in their travel-stained clothes. And aloud is how he could always find work for more hands. Mistress Grinwell lends them clothes and does their laundry. Nice. Master and Mistress G are cool. But the eldest daughter was another matter. Dark-haired, big-eyed, and pretty, Else grinned impudently at them whenever her parents were not looking. While they worked, moving barrels and sacks of grain in the barn, she hung over a stall door, humming to herself and chewing the end of one long pigtail, watching them. Rand she watched especially. I'm pretty. So pretty. But Rand's not going there. He's not stupid. After dinner, Rand, Matt, and the Grinwells hang out by the fireplace. Matt juggles for the kids, and they love it. He's pretty good. Then Rand plays Tom's flute, and everyone's into it. Else is like, that's the most beautiful song I've ever heard. Mistress Grinwell sees how Else looks at Rand, and she's like, oh, hell no. Master G tells Matt and Rand they're as good as the entertainers he sees at inns. Status. He suggests they stay longer, but Mistress G says they were so good they should sleep in Elsa's room as a prize. Else can sleep with her, and the boys will leave first thing in the morning because they need to leave first thing in the morning. And of course Else is like, no. Rand and Matt travel to the next village, Arian. Arian? It's not in the glossary. Get over it and move on. We're learning lessons this chapter. They go to the only inn and talk to the innkeeper. Rand plays some flute, Matt juggles a bit, and the innkeeper's like, Cool, you're hired. They get dinner and a bed that night. Matt's still overly suspicious of people, but so is everyone else. Times are hard. Not trusting people is so in. Next day when they leave, the innkeeper has a farmer give them a ride to the next village. Arian is a huge improvement from how things have been going. The trip to Camelin becomes the Rand and Matt entertainment tour, and it goes well. Innkeepers give them proper beds and food, and people give them rides to the next village. Rand began to think their problems were over till they reached Camelin, but then they came to Four Kings. And that's the end of the chapter. Let's do another one. Who's gonna stop us? Oh, here's Kafina with my cough. Thank you, Kafina. Kafina is our newest novice, and she hooks me up with cough. It's contraband in the tower. Kafina, what is that? A present? Could have wrapped it. Kafina, this is amazing! Who the hell is your peddler? eBay? Does he live in Tarvalin? Tivana, why can't you be more like Kafina? I'm still afraid I'll kill them. We can use you for the intros. Yes, we can. Leave me now, Kafina. We have a chapter to recap. Chapter 32, Four Kings in Shadow. Rand and Matt get to Four Kings. It's a stopover village for merchants. Kind of run down, not much going on. The people don't seem happy. They check out some inns, and all of them have bad musicians and annoying patrons. Rand's like, Four Kings sucks. Maybe we skip this place. Matt refuses. He is done sleeping under bushes. They walk into an inn called the Dancing Cartman, and it's a dump. Half a dozen miserable patrons, half a dozen serving maids doing nothing. Dirt and cobwebs are everywhere, and the staff's like, nah. And then there's the innkeeper. A bony man with long, stringy hair to his shoulders turned to scowl at them as they came through the door. This innkeeper is rude. Rand does his pitch about entertainment in exchange for food and a meal. You can never have too many beverages. That's not part of Rand's pitch. That's just, The innkeeper's like, I got a guy who plays the dulcimer. A serving maid walks by and says, You have a drunk, Samuel Hake. And the innkeeper, Samuel Hake, smacks her. Not a guy you want as your boss. But Hake looks at Rand's heron-marked sword and says, you know what? Sure. You can have pallets in a storeroom and you can eat when everyone's gone. Rand insists on eating sooner, but he agrees. He knows it's risky to stay here. Hake keeps looking at the sword. Two big bouncers named Jack and Strom are watching Rand and Matt. There's thunder. It's really ominous. Rand and Matt get set up on a raised platform in the common room, and they perform. People love it. Word spreads, and the common room fills with customers. It's a party. People shout and fight and get thrown out by Jack and Strom. Rand notices Hake continuing to check out the sword. He tells Matt Hake's gonna try to rob them. Matt's just like, yeah, we're gonna have to bar our door later. Matt isn't escaping until they've eaten. And then this expensive-looking guy comes into the common room. Velvet cloak, jewelry, fancy everything. He looks around, kind of jolts at something. Then he takes a table and he watches Rand and Matt. Pushes aside the wine he's offered and just watches them. And smiles. It's creepy. Also, Rand and Matt feel like they know him. After 2 hours, Rand demands a dinner break. Hake argues. He's clearly worried that Rand and Matt are gonna leave before he robs them, but he lets them go to the kitchen. So Rand tells Matt this is their chance to get away. But Matt's like, nope, I see food. I'm going to sit here and eat the food. And he does. Rand eats too. He is super hungry, but he's worried. And he hears the maids and the cook gossiping, and they're like, dude walked into half the inns in town, looked around, and then walked back into the rain like a psycho. Where did he even come from? He didn't even get to Four Kings till after nightfall, and his horses were all tired. What kind of idiot plans their trip that bad? A rich one? He has an extra carriage for servants and baggage. Oh, that is rich. I would do it. Rand has a bad feeling. He goes outside through the back door, and there's thunder and lightning and rain, and it's dark and just ominous. He crosses the stable yard and finds two carriages outside the stable. In a flash of lightning, he sees a name in gold on the doors. Howal Gode. Rand doesn't know who that is, but he remembers seeing carriages like this in Whitebridge. He heads back to the inn and Jack blocks his way in the stable yard. Jack's like, Strom thinks you stole that sword from your grandma, but I think your grandma will beat you up. That's a funny bouncer joke. Rand shoves past Jack and goes inside. He tells Matt the creepy rich dude is from Whitebridge. But before they can discuss it, Hake ushers them back into the common room. Hake is annoying as hell. Rand and Matt get back to performing. Howal Gode is still watching them. He nods and smiles like, hey, remember me? I'm that creep who came in to stare at you. Ew! Eventually people start leaving and the crowd dwindles until Howal Gode is the last one. Gode gives Rand one last look like, hey, don't forget, I'm here. Finally leaves. Hake and the bouncers lead the boys down a dark hall to the storeroom. Rand considers telling Hake, hey, just kidding, we don't want to stay the night anymore. But the bouncers are gonna jump Rand and Matt any second. Asking to leave will not work. They get to this old storeroom. Hake looks at Rand's sword again and he's like, okay, good night. And he leaves. He leaves. It was not what Rand thought was gonna happen. Jack and Strom are like, wait, seriously? Because we were gonna beat up and torture. Okay, whatever. They leave and shut the door. After a minute, Rand peeks into the hallway, and one of the bouncers is standing guard at the other end. Fine, Rand was planning to jump out the window anyway. I'm switching back to T. I like to rotate. He looks for something to bar the door, and lo and behold, he finds splitting wedges! Yeah, those are a thing. He jams the door, then he and Matt check out the windows. Turns out, they have iron bars and frames. Not fine. Now they're kind of screwed. So Matt finds a crowbar. They try to pry the iron frame loose using the thunder to cover the noise. The frame barely moves. It isn't working. Then they hear someone try to open the door. But whoever it is can't open the door. Why? Splitting wedges. Rand's like, go away, Hake. We're trying to sleep. I fear you mistake me. The voice was so sleek and full of itself that it named its owner, Howal Gode. We have things to talk about. I know what you are, perhaps better than you do. I can feel it coming from you in waves. The great Lord of the Dark has marked you for his own. When he awakes, the new Dreadlords will be there to praise him. You must be two of them, else I would not have been sent to find you. Think of it. Life everlasting and power beyond dreams. Rand's like, yeah, no, we don't know what you mean, we're sleeping. So Gode's like, fine, open the door or our boss will do horrifying sick things to you. Other guys with Gode start ramming the door. It's budging bit by bit. Matt's like, I hate to say it, but maybe we open the door? We could say yes and then get away later. Blood and ashes, Rand. There's no way out. Thunder muttered overhead and was drowned in a slash of lightning. Have to find a way out. Gode called to them. The door slid another inch. A way out. Light filled the room, flooding vision. The air roared and burned. Rand gets hurled against the wall and collapses. When he gets up, he's dazed and the storeroom looks blown up. The roof's sagging, the door is off its hinges, the barred windows and most of that wall are just gone. Matt gets up and laughs like he's lost it. He tells Rand, it was lightning. I was looking right at the window when it happened. So funny. I can't see for It's really bad. Rand guides Matt out of the room and sees Gode's men dead on the ground. Matt asks what's wrong and Rand's like, nothing, no dead people here. He stumbled in the ruts as they ran staggering away from the inn. Every stumble almost pulled them down, but tottering, panting, they ran. Once he looked back. Lightning silhouetted the figure of a man at the back of the inn. A man shaking his fist at them, or at the sky. Gode or Hake, he did not know. He hurried through the night, listening through the roar of the storm for the sound of pursuit. And that's the end of the chapter! We did it! The next part of this video is the 13th Depository. I know, it's been a while. There may be spoilers if you haven't finished reading The Eye of the World. You've been warned. I pronounce this meeting sealed to the flame. And yes, I channeled to like that. Let's talk about Rand channeling because I love Rand channeling. And I said I shouldn't say that, but too late, I said it. As you know, the lightning that blew everything up was Rand channeling. He channeled for the first time back in chapter 11 when he urged Bella to run faster. And let's just pause for a little footnote. Bella was fully capable of running like a badass without any help. Thank you very much. And Rand channeled in chapter 20 when the spray lurched and that swinging boom smashed the Trolloc. That part always feels more like Ta'veren luck when I read it. Like, did he tilt the boat trying to throw the Trolloc off and then get Ta'veren lucky with the boom? Did he subconsciously actually plan the boom? You know, it doesn't matter. Let it go already. Anyway, this chapter was the biggest thing Rand has done with the One Power so far. He hasn't had any lessons. And frankly, it showed. Let's talk about Howal Gode. I'll be honest, because Oaths, he's a clown. He talks like Ishi impersonating Baalzamon. Submit to the Dark One or suffer eternally. whole thing. In my headcanon, most dark friends join the shadow out of fear or under torture. That makes the most sense to me. It's a reason I can understand. Sedai is not supposed to say that, but said it. But Gode's one of those dark friends who seems like he gladly signed up, no torture necessary. Like he's actually working for the shadow because of the benefits package he's been promised. This line is interesting. I know what you are, perhaps better than you do. I can feel it coming from you in waves. I don't totally know what that means. I think Gode got instructions the way Jakim Carradine does in the Great Hunt prologue, and now that Ishi has put the task into his head, Gode can sense the boys when he's near them. I don't know, the waves are weird. If you know what Gode's talking about there, tell me in the comments. That's our episode! 2 more chapters recapped. Look at us speeding through the eye of the world. If you enjoyed this video, please like it and subscribe to Wheel Talk's channel. It really helps Wheel Talk. Also, it's a click. It's like nothing. Thank you for watching, and until next time, walk in the light and keep it wheel.